Hi, my name is Rick Stoner, Technical Support Specialist for Quest, and this presentation is an FMS Upgrade Overview. Here's the agenda for this presentation. What does an FMS upgrade include? What software downloads are required for an upgrade? What guides should be reviewed before an upgrade? Running the installer upgrade executable, FMS types, the Foglight Agent Manager types, and pushing out cartridge agent packages to target fog lamps, and then a demonstration of a standard Foglight FMS upgrade. Here's what's included in the FMS upgrade installer: the FMS software, an upgrade to the Foglight Agent Manager adapter, and the infrastructure cartridge, which is the host agent's cartridge. What software should you download from the support link site? Number 1, the FMS software server installation for your FMS server type. On the site, issue a Control F and search for server installation to quickly find the area on the page for your download. Then download the Foglight Agent Manager cartridge, either for your specific OS types, or you can download the Foglight Agent Manager All cartridge that includes all of the OS types. Then you would download any cartridge types for your FMS that you may be monitoring for your various verticals, such as SQL Server, Oracle, or your Java products. Again, you can download these from support link on Download New Releases under the Foglight latest version number folder. Let's look at a demonstration of that now.
On the support.quest.com site, let's select Support by product line, Foglight. Then we'll click on Foglight and click on Software Downloads. Then perform a Control F and we'll search for server installation, and you see it takes us immediately to that section, and you would choose your latest version of interest for the operating system type. So if you had Windows 64, it's the top selection. Click Download. Then for the Foglight Agent Manager, it is up at the top. And here is the -all that we discussed earlier in the presentation. And then you would continue to download any other cartridges of interest for your monitoring needs. What guides should you review? Review the current upgrade guide, Components Compatibility, for details regarding earlier cartridge versions compatibility. The upgrade guide also lists upgrade specifics for the various vertical cartridge types. Review the release notes associated with each of your cartridge types for details about that cartridge's upgrade requirements. There are clickable documentation links throughout this presentation, which you can access as a PDF attachment in Knowledge Base Article 228695. Once you have performed your necessary backups and are ready to run the FMS upgrade, here are the steps. Extract the installer upgrade executable from the downloaded zip file. Stop the FMS software. Log in as the owner of the FGL home directories and run the installer upgrade executable. On Linux, Unix platforms, if you're not using an X-Window terminal emulator, use the ASCII mode by passing the command line argument -i console. The example here is running a Linux 64-bit installer and passing it the -i console argument. Then when the wizard begins, select the custom selection radio button. Verify that the path as shown is a valid FGL home directory and proceed through the wizard. It should show then that it's performing an upgrade. When completed, you can monitor the startup locally on the FMS using your internet browser and navigate to the FGL home state splash folder and click on the Foglight startup.html file. On Unix, if you're doing this locally, again, it must be in an X-Window terminal. There are 3 FMS types: a standalone FMS, an FMS high availability installation, and a federation server. Note that federated children are not aware that they are members of a federation. The federator has its own configuration file which specifies the FMS children members. The standalone FMS upgrade steps are similar to what we discussed earlier. Perform the necessary backups of the FMS file system and its backend database repository. Stop the software, run the executable as the owner of the FGL home directories. In the wizard, select the custom radio button selection, verify the path shown is a valid FGL home, and proceed through the wizard, which will show it's performing an upgrade. When completed, you can monitor the startup locally on the FMS using your internet browser via the FGL Home State Splash folder, selecting the Foglight Startup HTML. And on Unix, you must use an X-Window emulator locally in order to view the startup. The FMS High Availability Upgrade Steps. All HA members should be stopped before any one of them is upgraded. Each HA member should then have the FMS upgrade run individually and then sequentially, shutting down each previous upgraded FMS so that the new one you start is the only one running. Then apply any cartridge updates once all members of the HA have the FMS software upgraded and started. By applying the cartridge update to the primary HA member, it will automatically update the secondary management server. Federation upgrade steps. Perform the necessary backups of your FMS file system and its backend database repository. Modify the FGL home config federation.config file on the federator, commenting out your federated children. Then upgrade the federator and apply all cartridge update types that are part of your federated child environment. Then upgrade each federated child and apply the cartridge updates. When a federated child has the necessary completed updates, uncomment the FGL home config federation.config file so that the federated child becomes known to the federator. Note, this file is dynamically checked for updates every 60 seconds while the federator is running. Foglight Agent Manager types and upgrade. Standard installations. On the Agent Manager's dashboard, click the checkbox next to your displayed Fog-Alarm and select the Upgrade button to upgrade the Fog-Alarm version for your selected Fog-Alarm. Concentrators. All of the concentrators need to be upgraded before their downstream clients are upgraded. Multiple state. Select all Fog-Alarm hosts in the Agent Manager installation set when initiating the upgrade. Fog-Alarm HA. Apply the Fog-Alarm update to both members of a Fog-Alarm partition simultaneously by selecting their respective checkboxes and clicking the Upgrade button. Upgrade cartridge agent packages to agent managers. Deploy an agent package using the Web Console Agent Managers dashboard by selecting the desired agent managers and clicking the Deploy Agent Packages button. This procedure pushes out the necessary agent executables and libraries for the agent type to run as the latest version. Fog-Alarm HA. Deploy to one of the members of each partition. This will automatically apply the cart update to the current primary. Demo. We'll now perform a standard Foglight upgrade demonstration. So to begin the upgrade, first we shut down the service on a Windows box, which we've already done. And we've downloaded the upgrade installer, which as you can see here is a compressed folder. So I'm going to navigate down into that. And here is the installer here, application. So we'll double click that. We're just going to run. And we'll click next. Accept the agreement. And we're going to select custom install since we're doing an upgrade. and that is the actual folder Foglight's installed in, so we'll accept that, and it knows it's now an upgrade. Go ahead and click Install. The startup progress bar is displaying as it's beginning to start up, but you can also go back to the Foglight home directory, go into the state folder and the splash folder, and double click the HTML document Foglight Startup. The Foglight Startup HTML will show 100% and the login URL when it is complete. Now the upgrade wizard is showing 100% startup progress to be completed, but we see that it's still actually enabling cartridges, and that's why we're monitoring via the Foglight startup.html. The upgrade is complete now, and you can log into the FMS. Now let's log into the upgraded server and see what we have. If we go to the inventory, we see that just by performing an upgrade, it automatically updated the infrastructure cartridge, which is host agents and infrastructure. Looking at our agent managers that are running, this one here is an embedded Foglight agent manager, so it automatically was updated to 5.5.8. This external Foglight agent manager is still the previous version, but it shows that it's not upgradable. Why is that? And that's because there's no installable software, i.e. Foglight agent managers, to upgrade it. So you have to apply your Fogalam upgrade file you downloaded from support link. Here I've extracted the -all car file that I had downloaded from the zip file from support link. So now going back and looking at our agent managers, it now says yes, since there are plenty of installers available. So to upgrade that Foglight agent manager, you would select the box and click upgrade, and that will finish that process. Now, since we did upgrade the Foglight management server to 5.7.5.8, we should really change the system identifier. To change the system identifier, go down to the bottom on the administration screen, click the icon, and we upgraded this to 5.5.8. And you have to log out in order to see the change at the top. And now you see the change. That completes today's demo. Thank you very much. To learn more about Foglight, go to the website support.quest.com.